Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nora, and hello to all the new followers that I have been gathering over the past weeks as well. It is wonderful to be back because it's been a while since I did my last long form video. Because I don't know if you noticed, depending on where you are in the world, but it got really, really dark all of a sudden. Like none of us was prepared after this really long, beautiful, warm, sunny autumn. And then suddenly, now it's like getting dark at 3:30, I think, and there's like 1 minute of sunlight per day. So it's been period of really figuring out our ways of existing and resting while still staying motivated and all of that physically. And then I feel like energetically, it's been a really intense period of letting go of parts of our identity that are no longer us, that no longer serve us, that are just from the past. So today we're gonna look into some of these themes, and in the end we will do some reflective questions, or in the middle somewhere. And in the end we will do a pick a card reading as well, so you can choose your own. So what's been going on? I recently came in contact with a new person in my life who I had a karmic soul contract with. And so it was interesting to spend some time with this person because my side of the contract was all about recognizing who I am today. Because those of you who don't know, 2 years ago I got shot in Mexico, and ever since then I have gone through an insane transformation. I'm like literally not the same person that I used to be. And the other day, I was listening to drum and bass. So I've been listening to drum and bass since I was 16, which was back in 2010, 15 years ago. And it's always been the kind of music that brings me joy, that brings me happiness, that uplifts me. Truly, this is like drum and bass is my happy place. I have loved it for so many years. And just 2 days ago, I was playing Hogwarts Legacy, really chilling out, listening to some liquid drum and bass in the background, just having a really lovely self-care day. When all of a sudden I noticed that I started feeling sad. So I was like, okay, strange. Like maybe I'm just tuning in clear sentiently and feeling the sadness of the person who created this mix or who created this particular song. But then it kept going on, and I noticed that these old memories started coming up for me about who I used to be, some people who I used to spend time with, and all of a sudden I was in the process of grieving the old version of myself, of who I used to be, grieving the people that used to be around me. And just the general vibe was just sort of like sad, reflective, having these realizations of how maybe at some points in my life, drum and bass was a form of escapism for me. I was listening to this music and going to all these parties and having all these interactions with people because I was escaping myself, I was escaping my pain. I was, yeah, really using it as a crutch in my life. So it was really kind of bizarre to have this realization because, you know, maybe probably a lot of us millennials had a past of listening to metal or like some really heavy music when we were teenagers, right? Um, and then perhaps you have already been through a period in your life where you have all of a sudden realized that your favorite type of music no longer resonates with you. And that's because when our frequency rises so much that it doesn't match the frequency of the music that we used to listen to, then we just physically can't handle it anymore. Like this happened to me with like metal, because metal is obviously It's cool music. I'm not gonna lie. I was like really into it for many years, but most of the time, the lyrics are really, really negative. And as someone who has done a lot of work on my mental health and on my mindset specifically, then I just can't put myself in these situations or these environments, or like I can't listen to that kind of music anymore because it just feels bad. So I did not expect to have this experience with drum and bass, but also with drum and bass, like a lot of the music is, a lot of the lyrics are often like, oh, I miss you so much, don't lie to me. It's like very romance oriented, very like feelings, like you get into your feels when you're listening to a lot of the drum and bass. So anyway, I had this experience and I was like, whoa, that's crazy, you know? But then yesterday, I spent some time to process through what was coming up and all of that. So I managed to get through it, and I think now I just have like a more conscious way of listening to this music. And really, I've had to find a way to separate the old connection to this music and the old version of myself, to that, and find like a new way of doing the same thing. And that's also sort of, it relates to purging, like a spiritual purge is when our own frequency suddenly rises so much that um, our reality around us makes no sense to us anymore. So it can be that we lose our job. It can be that all of a sudden your best friend of 10 years, you have some sort of conflict and they completely disappear from your life. Relationships can be destroyed, romantic, family, friend. Um, and yeah, it's all about ascending, is part of the ascending process, basically. And that's the thing. I don't think it's always so black and white. It can be with people, I would say, but still, as conscious beings, we have the opportunity to choose which aspects of ourselves we are ready to let go of, and which parts of ourselves we are ready to reintegrate in a different way. So, yeah, these past weeks have been really quite draining. Um, both from like a personal level, and also maybe there's something astrologically going on. I don't really know. I don't follow astrology that much, but I'm sure there are many people who are watching this who do. So you can let me know if you have more knowledge on that. Um, but also a couple of days ago, this week, literally like a few days ago, I had to go to the ER. There was something happening, and I went through this experience and everything was fine. But then later on, when my dad picked me up, then there was a moment in the car where I started, the tears started coming up for me. And I clocked it and I was like, what's going on? Like, I am not in any way traumatized from this. I am not going through something. There is nothing to process. There's literally nothing going on. But this sadness was coming up for me. And I clocked it and I was like, okay, now I have the choice to whether I go with these feelings or I put them aside and focus on something else, because really I don't need to go there. And that's also something that I have learned over the years, about when do I go into like deep, dark feelings, and when can I choose differently. And that's not to say that we are not supposed to process our feelings, because we are. But as conscious people, we have the choice to choose our battles, because I have passed of like depression. I was first diagnosed with depression at 10 years old. Okay. Really, I had it for my entire life. And it's only in the recent, less than 5 years, I would say maybe 3 years or so, that I have been completely free from depression. So I know how good it can feel to just follow the same patterns, to follow the same neural pathways in our brains of like enjoying the victim mindset, enjoying the sadness, enjoying the depression, because it's not something that's easy to admit to ourselves, but it does happen. Part of being in the victim mindset is actually liking it and enjoying it, okay? Liking the attention that you get from other people, liking the compassion that you get from others, liking being in that energetically, it's familiar. But if you want to live a happy, abundant, balanced, content life, then you need to learn which battles you choose. You need to learn to take control over your mind. And again, it's not about avoiding your feelings. No, because in earlier this year, I had a major medical setback. I found out that I had to wait another year until I could continue with my surgeries, and that was like extremely disappointing. It sent me into orbit. I was like, what now? Like, why is this even happening to me? What is even the point of continuing? Like, it was just too much. And so I realized I was going through it and I was like, right, okay, I'm just gonna give myself a day to feel however I feel without any restrictions. And that's it. So I was processing things, and by the same evening, actually, I was able to feel all my feelings, because the funny thing is that when we actually feel our feelings, um, then it's easier because we just feel them and they go away. Because one of the main reasons for depression is actually suppressed feelings. So it was only thanks to me being in the hospital and being sober that I learned how to feel the feelings. So if that's something you're struggling with, then getting sober truly helps, because you have no choice then. You have no choice, and it's the only way through. So yeah, and that was also one of these moments where I realized that now is the time to truly process. Now is the time for me to give myself the space to be pathetic, be a victim, be a fucking drama. But I wouldn't give myself more than a day, because I knew that if I got stuck in that mindset, if I let it go on for days, it would be so much harder for me to come back from that. And that is not something that I can allow myself at this day and age, because my mind is a positive space, okay? My mindset is bulletproof. Like, I have always eyes on the prize kind of thing. I've had to become like this because I literally had like 6 surgeries in the last year. So the only option for me is to tunnel vision myself into the positive outcome, whatever it is. And so it's good to know how to have this kind of restrictions on your mind, because when you live like this, when your mind becomes a positive place like this, then you will truly notice, you will catch the negative thoughts straight away. And when you do, you can choose whether you want to experience them or whether it's just a random thought and you don't need to go there. So, yeah, that has been interesting. So, before we get into the reflective questions, I would also like to announce that I currently have this idea that is growing, this little seed is growing, of creating my own membership. So, if that's something that you would be interested in, then drop me a comment or send me a DM, because I've been feeling the nudge since last year, but I didn't feel like I was ready for it, but now I'm starting to. So it would be possibly 2 events per month. So we could do channeling sessions such as like Q&A with spirit. So you get to ask any question you want from your spirit team, and I immediately give you the answer. We can do different astral journeys. We can do different workshops around manifestation, different healing workshops as well. Basically, I'm gonna launch it properly soon. But yeah, just wanted to let you know that that's something I have been working on. And what else? We are going to have another channeling cafe manifestation workshop at the end of this month in person in Tallinn, Estonia, because last one went really, really well. And I truly enjoy teaching manifestation because I know so much about it. I started manifesting like literally when I had my spiritual awakening around like 2012, maybe a bit more before, more or less around that time. So yeah, and the manifestation workshop goes a lot into like mindset and lifestyle habits and daily habits and that sort of thing as well. And then also you will have the opportunity to receive your own manifestation blueprint as well. Okay. And one more thing, I have been doing house clearings for people since the veil has been so thin recently. Then people have been reaching out to me who have literally seen ghosts in their home or sense that something is around. So if that's you, if you would like to get your house cleared and energetically cleansed and, I would cleanse your home, I would call in abundance, I would truly set up protection and call in all the yummy stuff for your home. So feel free to reach out if that's something you're interested in. But let's get into the questions now. First, let's connect to your higher selves so that all the messages that are coming through are truly from your soul and from your heart, you know? So let's get started. Put your hands on your heart. Let's set up sacred space. And take a deep breath in. Hold and breathe out. Another deep breath in. Hold and breathe out. Final breath in. Hold and breathe out. I now call into your space to your left, Archangel Michael, the angel of protection and divine warrior. He has his sword ready as well, I can see right now. Then in front of you, I call in Archangel Haniel, the angel of unconditional love. She works with pink light and Michael with blue light. To your right, I invite Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing, master healer, and he works with green light. And behind you, I call in your higher self. And we are also calling in Archangel Jophiel above you, the angel of creativity. And also Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of God. So I ask these beings to surround you now with their love, with their healing, with the highest frequency available to you or to us. Creativity, wisdom, and protection. Ultimate protection. And astral protection as well. Now we are going to connect to God Source. Where you are at the edge of the universe, there is a doorway of light. Open that doorway of light for us now, God Source, and may that light pour down past the stars, through the cosmos, past the galaxies and the stars, and the Earth's atmosphere, and the sky, and the ceiling of the room that you're in, and throughout your crown and throughout your entire body. Anchor us in light, God Source, and may all the messages that are coming through today be divinely guided and true and for everyone's individual highest truth, highest good. Okay, and we are also going to ground and connect to Mother Gaia. So see the roots growing out from the soles of your feet and going down, down, down through the earth until they reach the crystal heart of Gaia, and wrap these roots around the crystal heart of Gaia. And now we ask that Gaia would transmute any doubts, any fears, any limiting beliefs, any astral parasite, anything at all, any anger, any sadness, any doubts and fears into light. Okay, ground us, Mother Gaia, and help us let go of anything that does not serve us. Okay, the sacred space has been set up now. I had a hunch that the clearing wants to come through as well. So let's get started with the questions. So get your pen and paper out or your notes. And I'm going to read the questions and write them on the screen. And the general vibe, the general idea is that things have been quite intense energetically recently, and things have been draining, and it's been difficult to rest, relax, and just really take the time to treat ourselves and nourish ourselves. So the reflective questions will help us reflect on these themes. So get your pen and paper or your notes, and feel free to pause after each question because I will read them in a row, and so you can take as much time as you need. So take a deep breath and ask yourself, in what area of my life have I been pushing myself too hard? Number 2, what might happen if I let go and rest for just a moment? Number 3, what parts of my journey am I overlooking or taking for granted? Number 4, which relationships, experiences, or blessings am I truly grateful for? Number 5, what does my body, mind, and spirit need right now? Number 6, what's one thing that made me feel good today? And number 7, final question. What else can I do today to create moments of peace, rest, and joy? Okay, well done, everybody. So your journey is exactly as it needs to be. So give yourself some time to pause, relax, rest, and notice the beauty around you. Okay. So a clearing wanted to come through. So let me just do a quick clearing on you collectively. So get back into receiving mode, just lie down or sit down with your spine straight. Albert, the green earth dragon, is rushing straight away, and Michael as well. We are just doing a general cleanse on your auric field. Yeah, this is an auric field cleanse because we have all been picking up all sorts from across the everywhere at the moment. The veil has been thin, and there have been so many little attachments that have had the opportunity to attach themselves to people. So just cleansing, and yeah, Michael is cutting away all parasitic entities and all sort of energies that have got themselves attached to you that are not for your highest good and that you absolutely don't need. And Joe just blasted you with the orange color as well. So we are sparking your creativity again. Yeah, and she's saying right now is perfect time to get some coloring books or get some crafty stuff to really rest and nourish yourself through creativity. Who else wants to come forward? Okay, Gabriel is adding some healing, some heart healing and general rejuvenation, and is also saying that pay attention to your nutrition, pay attention to what you are eating. Are you getting enough nutrients at the moment? If in doubt, then use ChatGPT, put your weekly shopping in there and ask if there is something else that you could be uh, eating, consuming at the moment. Maybe some more berries or bananas, maybe some more fruit, whatever it is, it's individual to you. And Haniel is coming in with pink light to mend your heart a little bit, especially those who have been through some major heartbreak or major sort of letting go, like what I was talking about earlier, aspects of letting go. We are filling these little holes in your auric field and in your heart with love, with self-love, and with knowing that you are never alone. I know it can really feel like that when we are living in 3D, but know that we are just having this human experience, okay? Like it's just an experience. In reality, we are all together with our spirit family, and everything is feels a lot more aligned on the other side. And you got this. Whatever you're going through, you got this, okay? You are a badass advanced soul. The fact that you have reincarnated on this planet and woken up as well is like you are already on a much higher level than a lot of people around you, So be proud of yourself. Okay, anything else? And yeah, a new kind of dragon, a red dragon is coming and just burning away all the doubts and fears and anything that's been holding you back, any old patterns, any old mindsets, anything that does not serve you. It's all being burnt away because you don't need it. Okay. And now Michael is coming in and just adding like a blue filter around your entire auric field as a filter to filter out which experiences are for you and which ones are better for you to avoid and which ones are taking you further from your path. And it acts as a filter, as a lie detector as well. So you can understand when people are being genuine and when they have alternative, you know the word, um, alternative intentions. Okay, that's done. And oh yeah, cards. Let me do cards. So I'm gonna connect to the Lyran elders here. So I felt called to do these particular cards. Okay, two cards came out. I thought it would be three, but it's two. Okay, I'm feeling called to do two dragon cards as well. So let's do these first. Pick one, whichever you feel more of a pull towards. If you picked this one. Number one, mighty relevant, Immaculate Conception, time of positive transformation. So yeah, what's coming through here is that you have been part of that collective who has been through um, the process of shedding, the process of self-reflection, really looking at yourself and understanding who you are right now, and like process of claiming your power, claiming who you are. You have a lot of dragon guides around you as well at this time. And your guides are basically saying, like, banging, you're really fucking doing great. Like, we are so proud of you. You're in the process of truly positive transformation. Trust it, okay? And what's coming through also that you are also connected to the White Lion Collective. So feel free to connect with the White Lion Lyran Collective group because there are some messages in there for you too. Okay, if you pick the other card, number 15, Gateway of Sound, Manifestation, Sound Healing, Alchemy. So this card usually comes out when your guides want you to know that you can use sound and music and even humming and singing if you want to boost your manifestations. Or if you're in the process of letting go of something or healing, then yeah, they're showing me like collective singing circles or like a gong sort of healing somewhere where you are like lying down and other people are going around with music or some sort of spiritual concert even. I see like some sort of chill, like some Indian music instruments and like little bit Goa vibes, sort of like dark lit room somewhere in a cafe where you can hang out with other spiritual people. Maybe someone is in Asia. And yeah, basically your, I wanted to say friends. They said your friends. I wanted to say your spirit team. Your spirit friends are saying that it's time for you to connect with music at the moment. If you haven't been listening to music a lot recently, then this is your sign. Okay, let me grab the other cards quickly because the dragons are like, we also have a message. I love when spirit guides get sassy. So I'm using the Diana Cooper's Dragon Oracle here. So go ahead and pick one of these cards. If you pick this one, Pure White Dragon from Orion transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty, let your wings of light grow and expand. So, what's coming through here is that after this period of long reflection, take the lessons, leave the rest. Just keep moving with the light, process what you know, and let this experience, this period, to uplift you and lighten your load and ascend you. Okay, with the knowledge you have now, you are able to step forward, keep going towards the higher timeline. I see you at sort of like crossroads at the moment with whatever experiences you recently had. You have passed the test and your higher timeline is now available to you in this moment. Okay, if you picked the middle card, Orange Golden Dragon from Arcturus, very galactic, opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future, be a guiding light. So this is specifically for you guys who have a spiritual business or have been thinking about opening a spiritual page, a social media account, whatever it is, even in-person events. It's time. You're ready. You're ready to get that next project out. You are ready to step in front of more people. You are really ready because you are one of the like spirit warriors. You're one of the new earth leaders. People want the knowledge that you have. Okay, they want to receive your frequency, your wisdom, all of these things. There are more people who are energetically trying to find you. So put yourself out there a bit more. Okay, this is also a galactic dragon. How cool is that? A dark third card, dark blue galactic dragon helps you listen to the voice of the universe. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. So this is also about service, and this one is more about doing more astral work, doing more dream work. Yeah, there is wisdom in the stars. There is some sort of mission that you're currently already doing, or there is some sort of astral cosmic thing available to you. When the previous card was more about doing physical things, this is more mental and astral and energy level things. You're a healer and teacher and a guide, a leader. So keep doing you. Okay, my loves, let me know, please, how all these messages resonated. And a little announcement, I have a new offer called Akashic Healing and Soul Contracts Reading, where we can go into the whatever is happening in your current life. We can look at specific soul contracts that you have with certain people or with certain situations in your life, and you can receive clarity on what they specifically are, if they are somehow related to your past lives or parallel lives, or yeah, it's a beautiful 60-minute healing session where we will look into your past lives, because like a bunch of us who have already done the healing in this life, we are now ready to heal other timelines, heal um, other lifetimes as well that are directly connected to this lifetime here. I had an Akashic healing myself. Shout out to Brianna a couple of months ago, I think, because I had an intense fear of public speaking throughout my life. And so I was like, well, I've kind of done the work in this life. I've done like courses or like classes and that sort of stuff, and really put myself out there. Like, is there something else? Is there another connection from another lifetime? And in fact, there was. There was a witch lifetime that I had where my throat was slit, and that really blocked my ability to do public speaking, because there was like this unfounded fear. Basically, I would really like lock down and shake and black out in the past. Now I can do it a bit better, a lot better. And after that healing, like the day later, I started humming, something I've never done before. And recently as well, I have been humming, I have been singing on my own a lot, because Akashic healing is real. Okay. So if you're interested, then drop me a message or book it directly on my website. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and comment. And if you're watching this and still haven't subscribed, then please do, because your help, your connection, your following, your subscriptions, they really help me a lot. And they also help other people reach me who might benefit from my content. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you next time.